Welcome back to Connie's Crafting Dreamers. Today we are going to remake an Amazon envelope. I am setting up an area in my craft studio to store my crepe paper flowers. So I decided I wanted a different type of a holder, and I'm trying this. I think it's going to work really nice. First of all, I'm painting it with the color plaster. I think it was the color. No, it was the color mineral, actually. Now I'm going to put on a transfer. These transfers are wonderful. They're easy to apply. I think I got them from Amazon. They came in a big package of transfers featuring birds and outdoor flowers and so forth. It comes off really well. Just go slow. So if you're missing anything, you can go back and press it down a little bit harder. I'm going to do another one. Well, this one ended up actually being a sticker with the butterfly, but it worked well. The next step on this is to fold down the front edge a little bit. I'm just trying to make a finished edge across the top. I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to actually paint that edge that I'm folding down. I'm going to put a pretty heavy floral stem on there. I think it's about 16 gauge wire, and I'm going to put that across the top to give it some stability. I'll just glue it down, and later on I'm going to place some zip ties that will go around it so that it will hold it in place, as well as give the zip ties something to hang on to without ripping the paper. Then I wanted to put something in that will hold the pouch open so I can just slip the flowers in. So I took another piece of that same wire, kind of pulled apart the pocket to see how much space I had there, and cut a piece of wire a little bit larger. I'm going to bend the ends. One of them's going to have a small bend. The other end will have kind of a long bend on it, just to make sure that it holds in place. I'm going to glue it in there, and then I'll take a piece of paper and glue over the wire just to make sure that it doesn't come apart as I use it. Sorry, I'm a little bit out of the camera there. So that's how it will fit in, and it'll hold the envelope open. I actually twist that long piece so that it's going straight up and down when I glue it in. But before I glue it, I'm going to go ahead and finish this front edge. I'm painting that little piece that I folded over, as well as the part of the back that's showing, again in the color mineral. This is really a pretty easy and fairly quick project to do. I actually did 8 of them in an afternoon while I was sitting here watching other creators. Then we're going to give it a quick dry. I'm going to glue down those corners. Well, actually, I'm going to glue it all the way along the edge, I decided. And you'll see why here in a second. I'm going to decorate that edge with just a piece of ribbon and a little bow that I had on hand. Nothing fancy, but just something to give it a little bit more color. Here we go, the blue ribbon. Wasn't sure which color I put on this one. I actually did them in blue, pink, yellow, and white. Each one of the pouches has a different transfer on the front of it as well. I just glued it down with hot glue. Cut the ends just a tiny bit longer than I needed so that I could tuck them around the back and glue them down just to make sure everything stays in place. Then I took the piece that was left over and just made a small ribbon using the cause ribbon way of creating it. Glued a small piece around the front to give it that center bow finished look. Then I glued it to the center. And I trimmed the ends. Of the tail. And I'm going to add a little wood button butterfly to the center. Trying to stay with kind of that butterfly theme on all of them. As you can see, I have quite a few little wooden butterflies. Butterflies are one of the things that I love to craft with. They signify new life. And each day that we get up, we start a new life again. And I try to remember that on a daily basis. Okay, now I'm going to glue in that piece of wire that's going to give me that pocket effect. I don't think I show it on here where I put the extra piece of paper over the top, but I did go and do that on all of them. And there's your pretty much your finished product. And it's ready to hang except for the holes, which I'm putting on it right here. I'm just using a standard hole punch and going over top of that wire and putting the hole underneath the wire so that my zip tie will go around it. And there we are, finished pocket. And the zip ties are going in now. I actually end up putting a little hole in the bottom on the two sides as well because it helped adhere it to the wire frame that I'm putting them on.